Hey everybody, it's Dracula at Sea, and it's coming in summer 2023. Check out this news bite as we talk about the last voyage of the Demeter as it moves to a new release date in summer 2023. Join us. You know, Dracula at Sea actually kind of sounds like a Mel Brooks parody of something, but for those of you that don't know, the upcoming film The Last Voyage of the Demeter from director Andre Overdahl. He directed Troll Hunter, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and The Autopsy of Jane Doe. He's making a new movie about Dracula. And I think there's an important reason why these legends, Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, the Wolfman, there's a reason these things stay with it. And it's not because we're telling the same story over again. What works for me best is when we have a new take on a story. So, upcoming movie. One that we don't talk about very much, and I think as we get closer, I'd like to see trailers, posters. I'm very excited for it. It's called The Last Voyage of the Demeter, and it was originally set to be put out in January 2023. January has been a better spot to release movies, but still dropping a horror movie in January still kind of feels a little like you didn't have faith in it. Well, it seems like the studio has a little bit more faith in it because they're moving it to summer 2023. We don't talk about this movie very much, but it is now set for August 11th. Which I think is a pretty competitive time. That was about the time that Guardians of the Galaxy came out back in 2014. Studios are putting a little bit more on the August release dates now. It's not as much of a, again, that used to be kind of considered a bit of a like end of summer dumping zone, but it's kind of been reformulated as a competitive zone. So screenwriter Bragi Shute was the original screenwriter. His script floated around for some time, and this has been rewritten by Zach Olkowitz. Andre Overdahl attached to direct. If you don't know what The Last Voyage of the Demeter is, if you've ever seen the original Dracula film, if you've read the book, if you've seen any of the adaptations that feature the ship, the Demeter is the ship that brings Dracula from Transylvania to London to kind of basically start the story. After he's got, in some version, sometimes it's Renfield. In the Universal Monsters version, Renfield is like keeping tabs on the coffin as it's being brought across the water. And this entire film sounds like it's based on that chapter in the book, which is called The Captain's Log, in Bram Stoker's original novel. The Demeter is not a major plot point in any of the film adaptations to my knowledge, but you always have that scene in the ship. There's a really great part in Dracula Dead and Loving It where the ship, it's not tied down and it's sliding back and forth and like bumping into people, and it's pretty funny. But yeah, this is based on one chapter of the book. And I am overjoyed that this is kind of the way we're taking this Dracula mythos and trying something new with it. And then you got to read about like the cast. Because we've been talking a bit about Renfield, which is features Nicolas Cage as Dracula, which is a very odd choice. And again, one we'll have to see in the finished product. I don't really know how that one's going to play out, but I'm curious about it. This one right here features Corey Hawkins of Black Klansman and The Walking Dead and 24 Legacy. What's the NWA movie? Straight Outta Compton. Corey Hawkins is in the cast. Liam Cunningham, who is big on Game of Thrones, Davos. Davis Dastmalchian, who is an MCU, Polka Dot Man, Dune. David Dastmalchian is great. He just hosted the Chainsaw Awards from Fangoria. And this is the one that excites me the most. Javier Botet, I think that's how I'm saying it, is playing Dracula. Now, if you don't know who Javier Botet is, he is a very tall, thin person who is known for the more physical characters that he plays. He played Mama in the movie Mama. I think he played the leper in It. He was the crooked man in The Conjuring 2. Javier Botet is a very physical actor, and I'm very curious to see his portrayal of Dracula. I think it's a really inspired choice, and I like the idea of him working with Andre Overdahl to play the character. That drives me absolutely wild. I'm so excited to see it, hearing that bit of nugget there too. And I think this film is further proof that legends are not dead if we can find an interesting avenue in which to pursue their mythos more. I'm super excited about The Last Voyage of the Demeter, but what do you think about this upcoming film? Have you heard of it yet? Are you a fan of Dracula? Do you not like that we keep revisiting the well of this vampire that's like, God, the book is out 100 years ago. Why do we care anymore? Let me know in the comment section your thoughts about The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Will you be lining up to watch it based on this information? Let me know your thoughts down below. While you're down there, like and subscribe. They're 2 free things that you can do that don't cost you a dime, but they can help support my channel and keep me afloat. And they also make sure that you never miss a new episode as it drops. Thank you guys for joining me. You can find all my written reviews over at goatfilmreviews.com. You can follow Goat Film Reviews on Facebook. You can also find me personally on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Almighty Goatman. You can check out my show 3 times a week, Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Kyle and Nick on Film, it's called. I host it with Nick Plotchuk from the St. Paul Filmcast. We break down a different movie every single episode. Join me over there. All those links are down in the description. Thank you guys for joining me, and we'll see you next time.